Alright, I've been doing a little work here off camera. So I got this control here off, got the brake caliper off. So I got a bunch of tools out. Got my drill motor out for doing the exhaust bracket over there. Took off the brake line, the old one was up under there. Got this tightened up. So now I gotta put this back together a little bit and then bleed it. So I got the screws out here. It's pretty tight on there. Definitely tight. Been on there for a while. Yep. Definitely on there tight. Need a little adjustment tool right there. Adjustment tool. Needs to be adjusted. Yeah, it's been adjusted. Came right off, no problem. Even got a new tub of some new brake fluid because I didn't have any down here I could find. All my chemicals are still missing. So yeah, we got. What's that crap in there? Some kind of assembly junk. Oh well. Look at the holes in there. See the piston moving back and forth there. Don't see the front hole opened up though. Hopefully it's open. Ted. It should blow all the way through the whole system right now. If I pull air on it, we'll know for sure. That's what to make air for. Let's see what happens. Why am I looking at the wheel over there? How'd that wheel look? Be open. Alright. So we gotta put this caliper back together down here a little bit. Blown up or what? Oh, that's what the problem was. Blown up. Alright. What's going on here? This side. Oh, where'd my wrench go? Yeah. So you can open the caliper up with a screwdriver. Collapse the piston all the way down, works best. Take a piece of metal, jam it in there. That's too big. It's a little bit small, but it's really all I got laying around right now. So you put that in there between the pads. So you put fluid in here. The pad doesn't move out very far. The piston doesn't move out. More specific. So 1/2-inch plate. Oh, I can use big washers. Yeah. Somewhere I got big ass washers. Not there. Definitely not in there. There's a couple laying here. One of these ought to do the trick. Looks like they're too thick to go in there. Take that out and put that in there then. Alright. So it'll go right in the middle, that'll hold it. We'll be fine. I'm going to try to bleed it without taking the rear brake off. So I got to catch the fluid there with a dirty rag. So I got the wrench for that. So this is 6-point. And this is a 12-point over here. You want to use a 6-point so it doesn't tear up the bleeder screw as much, because these like to round off real easy. So I like to pre-break them in, make sure they're loose. Oh, that's not moving. Thing already looks like it's rounded off, and it is. Yeah. So we're going to try to use a socket. It's a 3/8. Hopefully we got a 3/8 6-point socket. And where's my 1/4-inch drive at? Alright, let's try to get this broken off. It might not come off. So what you want to do is you got to use a longer socket. You want to try to hold this straight. Don't let it twist on you. If it twists like that, it'll round the head off. It's already pretty rounded off. That's why it looks like what it does. Usually the reason why this stuff looks like crap. It is crap. Well, that is way, way tighter than I want it to be. So that's just going to round off if I keep that up. So now we're going to have to bring out the big dogs. I'm going to torch it. So I'm going to fire up the old torch over there. Put a little heat on that caliper. Try to get it to come loose. As usual, nothing goes easy on this bike. Camera stands in the way. There you go. Okay, keep towels out of the way a little bit. Try not to catch your tire on fire either. You get too much, it'll turn blue. Okay, see if we look out here. There it goes. Socket's round out, so you tighten it back up until the socket pops loose. And do it again. No brake fluid's coming out. That's not a good sign. That means the brake caliper's kind of dry in there. See, nothing's coming out. Not good. See, this is all rounded off. So it needs to be replaced. So I need to find a new one of these. Where are we going to find a new one of those at? How about a new drawer? It looks like that might be the same one. Yep. Harley's only use certain sizes. You got the old small skinny ones, you got the fat ones, and you got the long fat ones. And that's about all you use on Harleys. And most all the aftermarket calipers use the same stuff. So, let's see. See a difference in the hex, how worn out that hex is compared to the one next to it. Quite a bit. So now we got a new one in there. Okay, that works now. There's no fluid in there though, which is going to be interesting. Alright, more fancy stuff. Alright, we'll be back.